There's a little squirrel in the tree right outside my window and it's so cute. Hey guys, so on Wednesday I went to the most amazing concert ever. So I had to make a video about it because it was just the most perfect day. Like a month and a half ago, I found out that Never Shout Never was having like a little concert, and I was like, oh, they're only going to like 9 stops, they're probably not coming here. And so I was looking on their website that they linked to with the tour dates, and I was like, oh, the Downtown Fiction's gonna be there too. They live in Virginia, maybe they'll be here. And I scrolled down Virginia's the first date, and I was just like, yes. And I looked it up, it was like a few hours away, but I was like, there's no way I'm missing it. I missed a class to go to this concert. It's dedication. I got VIP tickets right when they went for sale, a little over a week before the concert started. I got like information about the VIP thing, and it came with this thank you video from Chris.
Everything is cool, everything's okay. Why just before last Christmas, my baby went away.
What's up, everybody? So I just got done making the holiday EP for Never Shout, and I'm so excited to see everybody on tour. We're doing a little holiday run, and I want to thank everybody who got the VIP passes. I can't wait to meet you. Much love, happy holidays.
I was walking down the road, man, just looking at my shoes, when God sent me an angel.
I watched that and I thought it was the most hilarious thing ever. I don't know if I have a weird sense of humor, but I thought that was hilarious. I just expected him to be sitting there and it was like climbing up a tree and I don't know. So anyway, the day of the concert, December 4th, best day of my life. Got to the venue, there were only like 4 or 5 people there when I got there, and I got there around like 1:30. I wanted to be right in the front. I was determined to get right in the front of the crowd. Even though I have VIP, like I wanted to be in the front of the VIP people. And so I got there, and then like 30 minutes later this little tour bus comes driving by. It was small for a tour bus. I think everybody was in that small bus, I don't know. So anyway, this tour bus drives by, and a few minutes later, I'm just like sitting there on the bench, I'm looking down at my phone, and I see someone from like the corner of my eye walking up the steps. So I like glanced up and I was like looking away, and I was like, wait a second, is that Christopher Drew? He was like, hi guys! And he saw me, and was like, oh, it's good to see you again! And he gave me a hug, and then patted me on the head. He was like, yeah, how have you been? And I was talking to him for a second. That squirrel is so distracting in the tree, it's doing something weird, okay. So anyway, he turned to like everybody else that was sitting there, and there were probably about 8 people there by now. I guess he was waiting for them to say something, and everyone was just like staring at him. And so I was like, this is awkward, so I was like, hey, can I take a picture with you? And I got a selfie with Christopher Drew. And then he went and took pictures with everyone. Before he left, he was like, hey, can you tell me your name one more time? And I was like, Jada. And he was like, Jada. And then he kind of like goes down the steps and kind of like jumps down. And he's like, Jada, that's a beautiful name. Bye. And then he runs around the corner. Everyone was talking for like a minute because we were all quiet before that. And then suddenly it's like silent again. Everybody's like on their phone. You hear people texting, just met Christopher Drew. Also, for being one of the first 10 people at the venue, I got Tilly's gift card. I have no idea how much money is on this, but gift card, cool. A little bit after that, we heard them practicing, and I kind of got a little preview. I knew about 4 of the songs they were gonna play because you could hear them singing inside. They told us to be there for VIP at like 5:45, but they didn't let us in until like 6:30. So right before we went to the signing, I got this laminate, and I got Never Shout Never a Christmas card. All it says in it is Happy Holidays from Never Shout Never. Could have gotten this signed, but instead I got this poster signed, and they signed it over here. So we got in, and they're like, oh, you guys can sit down in the lobby. And so here's the door, here's the front door over here, and then here's the lobby right here, and then over here is the room where the stage is and where the meet and greet is. And so everybody was like sitting like further back here, and I was like, I'm gonna be first in line. So I went and sat right by this curtain that was separating the 2 rooms. And so after like a minute, we all lined up, and I was first in line, and then I met the band. I've been really wanting to meet Taylor and Hayden. The Warped Tour signing was canceled. I thought I was gonna meet them that day, I was like, no. But Wednesday made up for it, and they were super nice, and Chris was nice, of course. I have a little video from the signing, but it's like really dark, and you have to listen carefully. I'm gonna see how bright I can make the video, but I don't know.
Yeah, you guys have minutes? Yeah. Okay. Yes, I'm sorry.
Hi guys.
How are you?
She wants to.
Cool.
I have a Christmas card for you guys.
Oh.
So, this one's Chris, who wears a top hat.
Okay. Sure.
And that one's Hayden is Santa. Oh, sorry. Hayden is single. He has a beard.
That's amazing.
And tip.
You're the
mustache.
I'm all ears.
Oh, sweet.
You're amazing.
Give it up for Jada.
Oh, shut the hell up.
You guys are my favorite band too.
You're too good to us.
Thank you.
After that, I got a picture with them. And then as I was walking away, Chris was like, Jada, and I turned around and he's like, we love ya. I was like, I love you guys too. And then I got right to the front of the stage, right front and center, right in front of the I was about to say microwave, right in front of the microphone. Then I got someone to hold my spot, and I bought this sweater. And then after the meet and greet, everybody else got inside the venue. And the first person to play was this guy named Brian I have it like spelled out here. It's, wait a second, Marquis. It's like Marquis. I think the S is silent. I don't know. Here's a little clip that I took from that. I didn't film a lot of his set because I didn't know who he was. Like, I tried YouTubing him too before the show and I couldn't find anything. But yeah, he sounded pretty good though, actually. Then the Downtown Fiction was next. They're actually one of my favorite bands. It was only half the band. It was just Cameron and David since they were doing acoustic. They were awesome, of course. They're one of my favorite bands. And I'm glad they're like coming back and like doing music and stuff because they kind of disappeared. Like everybody forgot about them. I didn't forget about them, but I don't know, they just disappeared, and I'm glad they're back. And they played their new song, and then they played a few other old songs.
You ready, Virginia? She knows now. She knows now. She knows now. Because your face is it all back on the wall. In the door and see her face, feeling like something's out of place. She runs her fingers through her hair, but she's not looking anywhere. Wonder how we got so far. Do you remember who you are? Wanted just to make you proud, but never thought about you. Turn my back into the wind, carry on. I know you're gone. I had to walk away. I was broken, it's the price I paid. It was worth it, now I can say your name without falling apart. We always end up at the start. I just wanna run, I'm out here all alone. I I try to call your house, can't reach you on the phone. I'll gather up a nap, I'm packing up my bag. It's loving you deserve to treat me like a jag. I'm feeling like a keep on talking, I'm repeating myself and my words lost on meaning. I can't talking, I'm repeating myself. I just wanna run, hide it away, run because they're chasing me down. I just wanna run, throw it away, run before the finding me out. I just wanna run, I just wanna run, hide it away, run because they're chasing me down. I just wanna run, throw it away, run before they're finding me out. Virginia's great! I just wanna run, hey, 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 hey. I just wanna run, find me out, oh, find me out. I just wanna run, thank you so much. This is the rush you get, and everything feels so good. And in a moment, the feeling's gone. These are the things we said, that we let go to our head, and then we realize what we've done. This is the song that we sing for every loser and king, for all the friends and the fears, someplace on that. And this is the day that we'll see that everything's make-believe. We've all got somewhere to be, someplace on that. Here's to our expectations, suffering mass deflation with somebody lets us down. And here's to the bets we placed, that came down to just one race, and in a second we lost it all. Oh, Virginia! This is the song that we sing for every loser and king, for all the friends and the fears, someplace on that. And this is the day that we'll see that everything's make-believe. We've all got somewhere to be, someplace on that. Virginia! Someplace out there is, out there somewhere she's, out there somewhere he's, out there somewhere too.
Then was Never Shout Never. They were perfect. I actually have 2 full videos that I posted of most of the performance. And I have 2 videos called like Xmas Tour, Never Shout Never, something. I don't know, I'll link it in the description so you can check those out. But here's a little clip from their performance.
Oh my God, I should've never let you leave my side. Should've never left you alone. It probably seems like I'm never coming home. Yeah, I'm so lost, living life fast. Well, please get off your ass, so I won't waste away.
looking at my shoes, or lack of when it got to me an angel, just to chase away my blues. Then you'll know that my heart is true, yeah! Baby, I love you, I never want to let you go. The more I think about, the more I want to let you know that everything you do is super duper cute, and I can't stand it. You got me where you want me, 'cause I'll do anything to please you just to make it through another year. I saw you cross the room and I knew that this was gonna blossom into something beautiful. You're beautiful. I forgot the song. I'll try my best. Yeah, that's right. Baby, I love you, I never want to let you go. The more I think about, the more I want to let you know that everything you do is super duper cute, and I can't stand that. Baby, I love you, I never want to let you go. The more I think about, the more I want to let you know that everything you do is super duper cute, and I can't stand it. No, 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 I can't stand it. Give it all away to funk with me. Nobody knows. Nobody knows what they got until it's gone. Gone. Yeah. I know I am such a creep, calling 24 hours, 7 days a week, but I got something to say. I got something to say. I got something to say to you. That I can't believe that the girl I saw 2 months ago was right in front of me. You took the chance to take my name and I couldn't see just what you thought you saw in me, but obviously it's not.
When I saw them at Warped Tour, like, they can't really talk in between because they have like 30 minutes or something to play. This one they were like talking, joking around, and you got to see like Taylor and Hayden talking more. Hayden was talking a lot.
You want to go right now? Let's go. I know a priest. He'll marry us immediately. You wouldn't even have
Yo, Hayden's trying to get tied down.
I'm trying to get married. Who wants to marry me? Let's have a huge marriage right now.
Oh man, I would love to see you marry someone right now.
Is anybody qualified?
Yeah, is anyone here got the papers?
Hey, would you be really bummed out if I told you that I was ordained?
No,
Would you be bummed out if I told you I was ordained?
Are you?
Yeah, I would.
No, so you can marry people.
I could marry Hayden and any one of these ladies.
Right now?
Right now.
Hayden, take your pick, buddy. Take your pick. She said yes.
I'm just kidding. I'm not really ordained.
Oh, well, we're sure.
At one point during the concert, they were all handing out candy canes, and then Chris was like, I'm gonna give you 2 because you're a darling, and I got 2 candy canes, and This one broke. I was trying so hard not to have them break. They were perfectly fine. Then after the concert, I put it in my backpack. I was like doing it super carefully, and like out of nowhere I just hear like a crack, and I was like, what? I didn't even do anything. And so this one broke, but whatever. I don't even know if I want to eat these because they're from Christopher Drew, you know? Maybe I'll eat the broken one. I'll save the other one as a memory. My phone was being so annoying. My phone just kept like stopping recording when I was trying to like film. And so I thought I got this on video, but I didn't. If anyone got this on video, let me know, and I'll be your best friend forever. So it was cool being front and center during the whole show. Chris smiled a few times when he was playing and like waved once. Taylor smiled too when he saw me filming him.
Moments in life I always cheat. I got a couple of tricks hidden up my sleeve. In a world that was defiant of his height, I said hi. We can never do no.
And then after the show, Chris was like grabbing people's hands as he was walking by. I thought I got this on video too. I was seriously filming it. I was like, this is gonna be the coolest video, because he was like right in front of me, and he like grabbed my hand and kissed my hand and was like, was the show alright? And I was like, yeah, it was awesome. I don't know what I said after that. And my camera cut off again. I was like, no, I hate this stupid phone. But whatever, still have it in my memories. So if you got that on video, if anyone happened to get that on video, give that to me. And like I said, I will be your best friend forever. And we can sing Never Shout Never songs every day. So after the show, I just hung out inside the venue. And then I met Hayden, and Hayden is super cool. Everybody always goes on about Chris, but Hayden is like hilarious. He's awesome. He was eating nachos and was like holding them when he was taking pictures with people. And then he asked this one girl if she could hold his nachos, and she's like, sure. So he left and he disappeared for like 20 minutes. And like this girl saw his nachos, so she was eating his nachos. And then we met Chris again. She was like, I have Hayden's nachos. He just gave them to me and he disappeared. She was like, I ate all the nachos, but there was like just salsa and like broken nachos. And he was like, alright, and he left to go give it to Hayden. I don't know if he ate it. I didn't see him eating any nachos after that, or salsa, because that's all that was left. But anyway, I talked to Chris again, just like briefly. He asked me if I liked the show again. He said I was a great front row buddy, and I got a few pictures with him. He was just like hanging out and like taking pictures and stuff. I wanted to have a proper conversation with him, but I wasn't gonna like hold up the whole group of people around him trying to take pictures and stuff. So like I'll talk to him later. There was like a bar, and obviously I'm not old enough to drink. Got the X's on my hands still, if you can see them. But anyway, I was just like sitting at the bar. I was like at the corner, and then there was like an empty stool here, and there's David from the Downtown Fiction, and on this side there's an empty stool, and there was Cameron. And I was like, this is cool. They were like two of my favorite people, and they're like sitting like right next to me pretty much. But they were like talking to people, so I waited till they were just kind of sitting there not doing anything. So I talked to David for a minute, and I got a picture with him. He was really nice. I was telling him that they were like awesome live, and that I saw them last year, and I'd been wondering what happened to them because they like disappeared, and I'm really glad that they're putting out new music again. He's like, oh, we didn't stop doing music or anything, we've just been writing and stuff. And I was like, oh, cool. And I was like, so your new album comes out in the spring, right? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, alright, I'll get it for sure. And I don't know, I was talking to him for a minute. He was cool. Then a few minutes later I met Cameron. He's like near the top of the list of people I wanted to meet. So I was really happy that I got to meet him, and he was asking me like, oh, how far did you come from? And I was like, oh, I was like 3.5 hours away. And he was like, cool. And I don't even know what I was talking to him about. I don't know, I talked to him for a minute. I don't remember what we were talking about. Next, I met Taylor. And that was awesome. So I've officially met everybody from Never Shout Never and gotten a picture with each of them and all of them together. And yeah. After that, I put back on the jacket that I was wearing earlier. Then I was like, oh, let me put on my new sweater actually. And I put this on, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is the softest thing ever. Like inside, it's so soft. And so anyway, a few minutes later, finally people were not taking pictures with Chris anymore. So I went over and I talked to him again. I was like, this sweater is the softest sweater I've ever worn. I was like, I didn't even realize until I put it on, it's so soft. And he's like, really? Let me get in that. And he like stuck his hand in my sleeve and was like, ooh, that is really soft. And so anyway, I talked to him for a few minutes. It was really cool because this was the first time that I talked to him like without being like, oh, I love your music, you guys sound great live, you're the reason why I started playing guitar and ukulele. Like those were the things I was like saying when I first met him, and now I was just having like casual conversation. It's like, this is so cool, I'm just like talking to Christopher Drew. I wasn't even nervous. Like the first few times I met him I was like all nervous. This time I actually finally understood that he's actually a real person that exists, and so it wasn't like, he's real. Like the first 2 times I was like, oh yeah, that's Christopher Drew, I met him before, he knows my name, we're best friends pretty much. At one point he was talking to me, and then like out of nowhere my stomach dropped and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm talking to Christopher Drew right now. And I was like, okay, calm down, it's no big deal. It's a really big deal, but it's no big deal, just having a conversation. We're talking about like him being vegan and stuff. Turns out that he does eat cooked food, because he was saying that he's a raw vegan. I was like, oh, you do? And he was like, yeah. Everybody was telling me that I was like getting too skinny and I looked sick. It was like, even though I wasn't sick, that just happens when you're raw vegan. And he's like, so I just started eating cooked foods again. I was like, oh, don't worry about them. And he's like, yeah, I know, but, and I don't know what he said after that. But anyway, yeah, so I was talking to him for a few minutes, got another picture. So yeah, it was a really awesome night. The concert was amazing. I got to meet everyone from Never Shout Never. Chris remembered me again. I got to meet half of Downtown Fiction, my favorite half. So their Christmas tour was amazing. If you guys go on it, I hope you guys have a lot of fun. And see if you can hang around after the show and see if you can meet some of the bands. I'm sure they'll want to meet fans. Every year, Kris Kringle brings Christmas, but this year, it was Chris Ingle.
This next one's about, California. Yeah, California. There you go. It's about a very, oh my god.